if this thing is real, it is, my friends.
So we have Coach Dati in the house.
Yes.
Give her a hand. Welcome to the 10K Club. I'm super
Thank
excited
you.
for you and well done. Congratulations. Okay, so what was the kind of the initial problem that you had that drove you to joining Clients and Automation?
Well, for me, it happened quite quickly. Like when I decided I wanted to start coaching, it was like bam, bam, one thing after another. I started coaching school, and then I didn't want to download Clubhouse because I didn't want another social media app. I'm trying to get away from social media and not more into it. And so I knew I wanted an online business, but I was like, how am I going to do that? Wanting to be away from social media, because I want to live real life and at the same time I want to make money in the fake life, in the other world. But I don't know. I think I was talking about it or something, and YouTube snapped it up. And then I got another woman that did the same thing. And then one day I downloaded Clubhouse. I think I literally was on Clubhouse for 2 weeks. And during those 2 weeks, I heard you speak. And then I just wanted an automation. I wanted an automation, and I wanted to know how to build a course. I just didn't want to do it as you go. Like you can't do it as you go, but I kind of realized that there were a lot of components that I didn't know, and it would take me a lot of time to figure it out. So I wanted to know, how do I build a course and how do I make it like automatic so I don't have to put so much energy into it.
That's efficient thinking. So you were thinking ahead of schedule, going, look, I don't want to try and figure it out. I just want to copy someone else that's already done it. Because most people try and do it on their own and then hit, lots of blocks and then go, shit, maybe I need to do something about that. So nice. So
I did that as well. I did
okay,
that for
cool.
like a month and a half.
But
And
that's still
then,
good.
yeah, a month and a half, because I had my strategy call with you guys. It happened so quickly, I got on the call and then I was like, oh, there's an option to do this. You can actually buy a program online. I never heard about programs. When I see these ads, I'm like, where's the skip part? When do we get to skip? So I've never actually listened to an ad. So I don't know how I got into all of this. And then all of a sudden I was in the program. But I know, like from the beginning, like from the first call, when I heard the number, I was like, no, I can do this on my own. I can figure it out. And then after a month, I was like, maybe not.
But so in that month, what was the block then? That's interesting.
The block was the amount. Like once I heard the amount, I
No,
went
no, no. I
into.
know that. I got that.
Uh,
But like, what was so you heard the amount, I get that. And so you go, look, let me figure it out. But what was then the block during that month that you start to think, actually, this is better off what did you hit? What did you realize?
I realized, like, to keep an online business, there's a lot of different steps that you have to connect to each other. So unless you know this program and this program and this program connects to this program. So I didn't even know the program's names, talk more of how to connect them to each other. So
Right, I get it.
once I start realizing that, that was one thing. And then another thing was that I put so much energy into trying to figure this out that my coaching would be like, it would take me a long time to get to the actual coaching, so I was like, yeah. And you know what? I started realizing that because I didn't know what I was doing, there was also a resistance to get up in the morning and work. So when you have clarity, when you know your next step, it's easier to get up and work.
Makes sense. So what have you found the best so far? I know it's early days. I know you've just put your price point up. What's your price point up now?
I start at 4,500 just so I can take them down, but they've been getting on the last times for like 45, and then I take them down to 35. So I tell them, like, I'll give you 1,000 pounds. I do pounds, so not dollars even. So 45 pounds. 4,500 pounds. But then I take them down 1,000 if they're a part of my case study group. That's what I've been doing the last 2 times. I only have 4 sales.
That's great then.
4 or 5, I think, something like that.
Early days. And so what have you found the best in terms of at this stage? Is it getting your message aligned? Is it getting the sales in? Is it the support? Is it the 24/7 messaging process in the group? Is it the clinics? What is your best so far?
Everything, honey. It's all the things together. It's like a meal, if you don't put the salt, it's not going to be good. If you don't put the pepper, it's not going to be good, right? It's like everything together. But really, what I really, really like is the mindset. I think that's underestimated. It goes like into the background. But I think mindset preparation in the program has been, because I don't know, maybe because I'm there in my life right now where I know everything is mindset. So I work so much on my mindset. So anytime I see something that aligns with that, it makes me really, really happy. So with this program, it's like I wanted to know how to build a course, how to make it automatic, but it also became a part of my spiritual journey. It also became a part of the mindset. Training your mindset is super duper 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 duper
No,
important.
no, but you're so right. In
Yeah.
today's world, I think, a lot of people are pumped with logical based information, which look, you do need that, but it's not that, most people have listened to podcasts, watched YouTube, read books, etc., which is all logical based stuff generally as a whole. And that is easy to share online. It's easy to get an understanding. We need like a webinar, we need an ad, we need some scripts, we need some processes in place, we need to put an offer together. But then, again, more so than ever, every single program needs a huge amount of mindset. Otherwise, your clients are not going to get through it. They're going to give up and they're going to get overwhelmed. Just designing, how we design client automation so that we're restricting overwhelm every step of the way, so that people can actually have a headspace to implement it, because no one starts with immense amounts of time available just to be able to, like, that's, no one starts in that position. So in order to get to a position where you have actual freedom in place, you need to go through a process in place. So yeah, I appreciate that, because we put a lot of effort into making sure people don't give up and they have the right support. Were there any hesitations about joining, your things that you were worried about?
Yeah, I think you always worry about if this thing is real. It is, my friends. If you're gonna get this thing, if it's just, promotion, or if it's real. And it is real. Like there was like, I'm like, was this really, did he pay these people or what's going on? But yeah, that was like my hesitation. Like, is it gonna work? I see the same hesitation with my program. Like people like, is it really going to work? Is the money I'm going to put in be worth it at the end of it? So I think that was a hesitation, like the money, and if the money is going to be worth it. That's it.
So when you see it with your clients as well, right? Why do you think that that's there? Do you think it's increased more so that people, like, as you said, your clients are questioning whether it's a real thing? From my perspective, there's more information than ever before. Less people believe in possibility. There was a recent article that there's actually less successful entrepreneurs than ever before, whereas there's more people trying. And because there's so much free information, there's so much that people have a concept of, but there's a whole big difference of diving in, getting the right support, and being someone that is actually fully committed. It's too easy to become too diluted. It's too easy to go from one thing to another. The distractions are so high that the majority of people give up because they are being pulled from left, right. They never get that ability to stay focused and channeled long enough to see something in return. So, I mean, do you have anything else to add on top of that, do you think?
I think also like past experiences, right? Like you said, it's so easy. We failed, but as well, failing is a part of succeeding. Also me like stumbling into your program. I had to fail on certain things before I had to come into this and align with this and be like, okay, this is going to take me to the next step. Sometimes we think when we've tried so many things before that whatever you keep doing is not going to work. But you have to understand that it's like a building brick. You fail into alignment, into what's really going to work. So yeah, it's everything is a mindset thing. It's a matter of like, what do they say? The money, is it going to be worth the value? Like, how much am I going to get? Am I going to get 10K? Am I going to get 100K? Am I going to get, all these things? Like, how much am I really going to get? What I want to know is that what I invested, at least that is coming back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It. So in my case, because they're not making money, I have to really make sure that their personal insight transformation, when they look at it, it has to really be like, okay, this is so crystal clear that this is worth more than the money I invested.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Got it. So look, if you were to, what would you say to someone that was on the edge of joining and they were hesitant?
Don't waste your time, my people. Just join. Don't waste your time. No, honestly, I say like this is the thing. When I wanted to start, I told my family, I was like, oh, there's this program. I came across it. As soon as I said like online program, I was like, but don't do it. Don't do it. And I was like, oh shit. They start telling me about people that have done it and it didn't work and fail, other programs or whatever and whatnot. And I felt it in my gut. Like there was something that just I felt it. There was something that kept pulling me back. And eventually, just do it. If you feel in your gut that it's right, if you're serious about your business and you're doing coaching literally from your heart, you can help people and you think you can help people, then there is no question about it. If you have work ethic, if you think you can pull a business, if you want to have work ethic, if you want to try, then there's no brain, like it's a no-brainer. Like just do it. Like listen to me. Yeah. Look at me. Do it. I'm not paid. Just do it.
But that being said, thank you. It doesn't work without people that are amazing like yourself. You're easy, coachable, and as a byproduct, it's been a pleasure being a part of your wonderful journey. So let's give you a big hand, Coach Dati in the house. All right, and let's get down to your next steps. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's go.